All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're digging into a question that's at the core of pretty much every single choice we make as customers. It's this big puzzle we all have to solve.
I mean, really think about it for a second. Coffee, sneakers, smartphones. A lot of the time, the products are basically the same, right? But we will go to the mat defending our choice. We'll pay more for a certain name. We feel this genuine connection to one company. Why is that? What's this invisible force pulling the strings?
Well, the answer is a word that gets thrown around all the time, but honestly, its true power is often totally misunderstood, and that word is branding. This is the first and maybe the most critical piece of the whole puzzle. It's why you grab that box off the shelf and not the one sitting right next to it.
Okay, so let's just get one thing straight right from the get-go. We've got to bust the biggest myth out there about branding, because trust me, it is so much more than just a pretty design. And I'm going to say that again because it is so important. Your brand is not just your logo. It's not. Think about Nike, right? The swoosh, that's the logo. But the brand, that's the feeling you get. It's that grit, that determination, that sense of just do it. The logo is just a symbol. The brand is the whole vibe, the entire story behind it.
You know, the key word in all of this is feel. A brand is just a gut feeling, really. It's the sum total of every single little interaction someone has with your business. It's your company's personality. So are you cool and cutting edge like Apple, or are you all about that family-friendly magic like Disney? That feeling? Yep, that is the brand.
Okay, so if branding is this big, broad, emotional thing, how do you actually make it strategic? How do you use it? Well, that's where the second piece of our puzzle comes in. This is where we get really sharp, really focused, and really competitive.
And that brings us to positioning. Think of it like this. Positioning is the strategy, it's the GPS that tells that emotional feeling of your brand where to go. It's all about carving out a very specific spot in your customer's mind. And not just any spot, a spot that's defined by where you stand compared to everyone else out there.
And this is it. This is where you have to answer one single powerful question. Seriously, if you have a business or you even think about starting one someday, this is the question you have to be completely obsessed with. It's not what do you sell. It's not how do you make it. It is, with total, brutal clarity, why you.
Because here's the thing. You don't exist in a bubble. Your customers have tons of choices. So your answer to that why you question has to make it crystal clear why you're the better choice. A great example is Volvo. Their brand is all about trust. But their positioning? It's that they are the safest car for your family. They're not trying to be the fastest or the most luxurious. They picked their lane and they own it. You have to define your lane.
So when you put these two things together, that emotional pull of a strong brand and the super sharp logic of clear positioning, man, something incredible happens. You build this competitive edge, a kind of superpower, really, that is almost impossible for anyone else to copy.
And you know what? That's the real secret sauce right there. Most businesses, they can't answer that why you question. Not clearly, anyway. They might have some vague idea, but they can't just say it, plain and simple. If you can, wow. You're not just building a business at that point. You are building a brand that is set up to win.
So, okay, you figured out your brand, you know your position. Now what? How do you actually get that message out to the world? Well, that's where digital marketing comes into play, and we're going to get right into that in our next explainer.
But for right now, I want to leave you with this one last thought. Knowing your why, that's step one. That's kind of the easy part. The real challenge, the thing that separates the good from the truly great, is proving it. Proving it in everything you do, every single day.